Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. Today this is part 2 of my night battle diorama. Enjoy. The first thing I'm going to do is remove this temporary duct tape border that was keeping in all the turf. Now I'm going to glue this strip of cardboard all the way around as a permanent border. Alright, that is done. Now let's move on to the horsemen. So here's the first one. I tried water painting. I thought that I could dip it in some water with paint in it and it would like stain it, but the material is just so soft. Here's a piece of the epoxy clay that was extra and it turned into a sphere. The stuff's so smooth and frictionless, the paint just kind of slides right off and it leaves a very light stain but not dark enough to my liking. And then right here, I just painted it with a brush and I did the same thing here. Turns out that is the best way possible. I have to repaint this one because the streaks of the brush are left behind, but just brushing it on will do nicely. It's still drying. I painted the guy too just to get all the crevices painted brown because some of the horses are going to be dark brown, light brown, black, green, or tan and white. And then after all the horses dry, I will go back with a smaller brush and paint on the silver for the night. After this figure is painted, I'm going to finish sanding down the rest of the miniatures. See, there's a lot of excess on this one right here. Very typical problem that has been occurring. The legs, obviously being the most fragile part, they break off, but they have been breaking off less often with the Dremel than with an X-Acto knife. But this right here is an easy fix. So when it broke off, I just continued sanding it down, rounding off all the corners, and I just use standard super glue from Loctite and just put a dab of that right on. And the epoxy putty sculpt, when it's hard, I think they kept in mind that people making small miniatures models, that the super glue would be a perfect fix. So just one small dot, push the leg back on. Thankfully it broke into one piece, and that's an easy fix. So I'm just carefully sanding down all the excess that has been left in the molds, and I'll have you know that I painted the rest of these on my live stream, and I only have 3 up right now as of this release date. So go check out that live stream to watch me paint the miniatures. And while I was at it, I also got some new Dremel bits. These ones are definitely more versatile, and they're definitely stronger and easier to use. So on my live, I painted all of these horsemen, and there's plenty more to print. I'm continuing to produce more and more of the regular on-foot knights, and now I'm just going to finish painting all the black details like the hoofs, the mane, the tail, and then when that's done, we'll give them flags and banners and more weapons. So I've been making up some banner designs, and I think I like this one for the silver, like the bright silver knights, and then something similar to this for the darker knights. And by the way, I decided to paint them a dark metallic instead of just dark gray because this looks a lot better. I have a few more molds cooking up right here, but for now we're gonna make some banners and more weapons for the rest of the knights. So here they are with their new weapons. There's plenty more to add. I got them right here. They just need to be painted and carved a little bit. And right now I'm making up some banners. And what I'm gonna do is take these and copy them in a printer. Okay, so this is what they look like, and what I did here was I just smoothly rolled it in this direction and in this direction, and then it was stiff because the glue and the paper dried, so now it is stuck in this wavy motion like it's going through wind. And now I just gotta make a few more of these with the patterns that I've created right there on the sheets, and then add them to some more horsemen. So now all I have to do is finish giving the remaining knights their weapons and continue molding more knights, and then it will be finished. So I'm thinking about the next video. I'm probably going to make a projection that projects lines on, so I don't have to paint them on to ruin the diorama portion. But if there's lines on it that go like graph paper, and then I have letters and numbers going across like battleship basically, then I can roll this. I think it's a dodecahedron, but it has I think 20 numbers on it. You can roll it, and then that first roll will be your letter axis, or your 1 through 10 number axis, and then your second roll will be the next axis, and then you can move your guys forward that many squares or whatever, and then whoever gets to each other's end zones, like in an NFL game, then like they win the game. If you want to make this a game, I feel like that's what I'm gonna do, because it seems like a good way to put this board to use. But otherwise, this is my progress, and we're gonna have to wrap it up for this video. So now that this is done for the second part, you guys can look forward to seeing a part 3. You can also look forward to more armor and sword and Pacific Rim skit videos and night skit videos in the future. But I want to put this video out there for now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like these builds that I do, like and subscribe for more videos.